Welcome to Finance Magnates Executive Interviews once more. Thank you for joining me today. We're at the iFX Expo in Cyprus with David Aldridge. He's CEO of AladdinTech and co-founder and CEO of WinWin Pay.
Correct.
Thank you so much, David, for joining us. I think it's the first time at the Expo. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, well, thanks for the introduction, Andrea. It's been a hectic day so far, but I've met a lot of wonderful people and I'm excited to learn more about everybody who's here, make some connections and share a little bit about my story and about where I come from, about my company. Love to talk to you more.
So we're going to be talking about WinWin Pay, which is one of the products of AladdinTech. How is WinWin Pay? It's a payment gateway, right?
Right.
Now, how does WinWin Pay stand out? You mentioned previously when we were talking that you're within the iGaming industry, the Fintech industry. How does WinWin Pay stand out?
Right. So just let me tell you a little bit about our goal. So we want to become the #1 online payment gateway for iGaming. So what does that involve? Basically, if you look at how people spend their time, they're spending a lot of time online playing with their phone, but they're not getting anything in return. So essentially with iGaming, by spending time, you can play to earn and get rewarded for your time online. So what we've done is we created a dual rewards program. So you get USDT after you staked, but you also get our WinWin Pay token. And the reason that's unique is because, okay, we're trying to create traffic, we're trying to create daily active users. So if you look at an app like, okay, Grab, what have they done? They give you essentially a voucher or free money to use their app. And that's something we do. We give you the tokens and you can continue to use your app. So we're finding ways to create daily active users and, like I said, dual staking rewards, USDT and WinWin Pay. And the reason we're able to do that is because we provide traffic to the iGaming partners that we have. And so in turn, we share the profits, but our customers also get rewarded for their time.
Can we talk a little bit about these tokens that you're mentioning? So what do these tokens allow you to do within the app?
Yes, so the tokens are very important because there's a lot of meme coins, there's a lot of tokens out there that have no real utility. So the WinWin Pay token has real utility. Essentially, it's the lifeblood of our app. So there's gas fees. So Binance has gas fees. We have gas fees. Play to earn. In-game fuel. So there's also a PayFi element that's going to be coming online. And that's something that we believe is going to be very useful for the users of our app. So they're getting money by spending time on the app, logging in, using it daily, and then they get rewarded. And then eventually they'll be able to use that with PayFi in the future.
So you're mentioning PayFi now.
Yes.
And it's one of the things that I'm curious about because I was checking a little bit on their website and reviewing the questions before the interview. And, we're mentioning mini games and PayFi.
Yes.
And, I think it's a different concept from what we're used to in Fintech. So maybe you can elaborate a little bit on the PayFi area.
Yeah, I'd love to because the reason we're focusing on iGaming specifically is because we've seen the growth since COVID times. People are spending more and more time online and they're spending more and more time with iGaming. So in 2023, the iGaming market was worth about $85 billion. Now, in about 5 years, it's going to be about $150 billion. There's a lot of growth there and we want to focus on this specific market niche. What do iGaming platforms need? They need traffic. So we provide value to them with that traffic, like I mentioned. And then in turn, we have gas fees, we have commission, and the users themselves, they get rewarded. All they need to do is log in. It's okay. Let's look at an app like Duolingo. They hook people to use it on a daily basis.
Not that we're promoting it, huh?
Not that we're promoting it, but they get people to use it on a daily basis. You could have 100 million people download your app, but if they're not using it on a daily basis, that app is essentially worthless.
Right.
So the key is to hook people to, and iGaming is the way we do that. Hook people to use it on a daily basis like Duolingo, and they'll keep coming back. And that's the idea, daily active users.
And how would they be using the app every single day? Through the mini games offered in the app?
Right, so they need to do basically like a daily task.
Right.
So if Duolingo, they have the tasks that you need to do, you have a list of things that you do, and then after you complete those tasks, you essentially get a reward. On Duolingo, it's not monetary, it's just a star.
Right.
But in our case, it's monetary. You'll get a monetary reward by completing the daily task.
And that is this token, and then they can use on multiple other services
Yes.
that WinWin Pay has partnered up with.
Yes, that's correct.
Very interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I ask you about yourself personally? Because I think it's the very first time that we meet in this industry.
Yes.
What's a little bit your background? What was, you're leading this product and you're leading at the moment AladdinTech. So what was your leadership moment, let's say?
My leadership moment. Okay. Well, I've worked for a number of different companies, Square and Stripe actually, in the past. And when I was working in a leadership role, this was a fintech company, leadership role there, I came into an issue where the employees had low morale, the office itself was struggling, and the leadership wanted me to take a hard line with the employees. And initially I tried to take a hard line. Okay, we need to do this, we need to make cuts here, we need to do that. And I tried a top-down approach, essentially. But then I realized that wasn't working.
Yeah.
So what I did was, if you've seen what Elon Musk did recently with SpaceX. So what he did was SpaceX was having trouble, they were having struggles with getting certain things done with the project. Elon Musk sat down with every single employee for 5 minutes. Okay, what do you need? How can I help you? What are your problems? Basically open up the dialogue. And I took that as an inspiration. So we needed to, we did have open dialogue, but not enough. So I opened up the dialogue more with the employees, and I realized we needed to have a culture of openness, not, so much top down. We needed to be collaborating closer together, because previously it was more of a top-down approach rather than, equal footing. So that's a tough lesson that I learned, but I adapted, and we're utilizing that same management system at WinWin Pay now, and it seems to be going well. Yeah.
Very interesting. And what do you foresee for the near future for WinWin Pay?
So
in the coming years, let's say.
The coming years, okay. So we're very excited to get, especially our PayFi and SocialFi online. So initially, we need to build up the user base, the traffic, the daily active users. So that's the initial thing that we're focused on. But eventually, we're going to have PayFi. So PayFi is, cross-border transactions and seamless borderless transactions is what we're looking at. It's a lot of apps have it, but it's something that we believe is necessary. It's the next step.
And these will be some of the functionalities that you will be incorporating in the near future.
Yeah, and it will go along with our token as well. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing what the future holds for you, David, and for the rest of the company. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you a great expo.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah.